As we continue to monitor the attack on Ukraine, we are also tracking oil prices, which have been significantly impacted by the war in the last few weeks. One key benchmark we are keeping an eye on, West Texas Intermediate. Last night at this time, it was just about $107 a barrel. Tonight, it is up slightly at $109, but that is much lower than it was earlier this week. We are also tracking gas prices, and here's where those numbers stood yesterday. And then today we saw a slight increases on the national as well as the state levels. KPRC 2 investigator Robert Arnold is joining us live now. And Robert, a lot of families have spring break next week, so they're certainly watching these prices closely.
And beyond, because we typically see a seasonal increase in gas prices around Memorial Day. Well, this year we may have that seasonal increase come on top of the higher prices that we are already seeing. Energy industry analysts say they are not optimistic that these higher prices will be dropping in the near term.
This is our first big driving trip that we've done in years, and at the absolute worst time.
Scott and Annette Stanford will soon be hitting the road for Big Bend. Those plans were made more than a year ago and now come with an added price sting at the gas pump.
The lack of travel we've been able to do, I think we're so excited about it. We're just going to push through and do it because we're really looking forward to it.
As we get closer to the summer months, a lot of Houston area residents are going to have to decide if planned road trips will have to be postponed because of high gas prices.
It is going to be a roller coaster. The market is on a knife edge.
University of Houston finance professor Craig Perrong says with the exception of some dips, higher prices are expected to linger.
Overall, the supply situation is relatively bleak. And so I think we can expect higher price levels for a considerable period of time.
Some of the outlook depends on the situation between Russia and Ukraine. He says the U.S. can ramp up its own production, but that takes a while.
2 months for a price shock like this to translate into drilling activity, and then it takes another several months after that for the wells that are drilled to be, to come online and produce.
The United States' Energy Information Administration also says the outlook for the global supply of oil is uncertain because it depends on a variety of factors, including whether more nations impose sanctions on Russian oil. Reporting live from Southeast Houston, Robert Arnold, KPRC 2 News.